Hello.
Hello.
And welcome to Enter the Wolf Time Does D&D. Again, we're on episode 20.
Something or other.
Bear with me, I'll find it. 27.
Episode 27. Doesn't really rhyme, but who cares? Hello, everybody.
Right, that went on for a while.
Barbershop Quartet there, everybody. Thank you very much. Right, okay, guys. Welcome back to Enter the Wolf Time Does D&D once again. It's me, Gideon Morningwood, Ems, the wonderful Lyra, and the dirty, despicable, demonic mind of Mr. Pitt is our DM.
Hello.
Hello.
So, we left off Gideon, Lyra, Sister Hannah, and Grumbug.
Grumbo, woo.
All on a 3-day journey on foot down this path towards Green Ghost Bay, where they're going to meet a ship's captain called Nero.
Oh yeah.
They are they're a days and a half down the path. They have ignored some centaurs, ignored a fancy tree. They came across a cart, and then after they passed it, saw it being ambushed by a load of presumably mercenaries,
Bandits.
which they fought off, and a noble dressed-looking man comes out and tells them that the cart were actually thieves who had stolen from his manor house, and he was just reclaiming his things. Lyra uses her Ring of Honesty on him to find out that actually they were escorting the leader of a bandit clan called the Greenfingers to Upton Fields for interrogation and possible execution. So we meet our heroes. Lyra is in the back of the cart with this completely nude, other than some.
That's
fuck?
cool.
I forgot. Shut up. I forgot to put repeat on. Some completely nude, a completely nude man, other than some
Tattered robes.
tattered cloth shorts.
Preaches.
He's bald. He has stubbly beard. He's about mid-30s. Lyra has just interrogated him, and he's willing to tell the truth. So,
But he's told us the truth, hasn't he?
well, you left off where he just said, "What do you want to know?"
Oh
So
yeah.
you've not actually asked him.
Oh, okay. Go on, Lyra.
So Lyra,
Kick it off.
so you just open the
Yeah.
flap,
Yeah,
of, not the flap of the door, the back of the door, and Lyra steps out.
What's his name?
He's called
Titus.
Nihilus.
Oh no, Titus was your.
Titus is the
Titus is the
Shield
shield
guardian.
guard.
What's his name?
Nihilus.
Nihilus. I was close. Nihil. Oh, sorry.
Well, he told you his name was Kobo originally.
What?
He lied and said his name was Kobo. Remember?
Oh yeah. So, what's your real name? Nihilus.
Nihilus.
Nihilus. Okay. So Nihilus. Here we are.
So
could-
he's
Go on.
he's on his knees, still chained down in the back of his car, and
Okay.
he goes, "So what do you want to know?"
Is there a reward for turning you in?
He's gonna lie.
And he goes, "I've already been captured. They were taking me to be executed."
Yeah. Why would they? Why? Okay. You're a thief. Yeah.
Says, "I'm the leader of the Greenfingers, a bandit clan."
Yep. Heard of the Swift Bloods?
He says, "I have not."
Oh, for God's sake, we're supposed to be famous. I'm gonna go to Master Morgan.
Clearly
like
not
you.
famous in Upton Fields.
Obviously
You're
not.
famous really far away.
Yeah, really fun.
It's a fantasy realm. News doesn't travel that far.
Yeah, true,
I
true.
still
There's no
want to-
telephones.
I want to have my own little fan club going like Pokemon.
Lyra, she's our girl. If she can't do it, someone's gonna get hurt.
Shoot black out and we'll go back to the boat.
Put her on the boom boom ba ding ding machine.
I hate you.
So anyway,
Moving onwards from Pokemon.
so what do you want to ask this guy? Gideon, do you want to interject with anything?
Yeah, go on.
Grumbug is stood around with his axe out. Hannah looks very wary of this man.
So, there's no reward for turning you in then. What if we set you free?
Says, if you set me free, I can make sure that my bandits can keep an eye on you and make sure nothing else befalls you on your road to Green Coast.
You know what happens if you don't come true on that, don't you?
Yes. As Lyra said, you do know what happens if you're not true to your word.
Says what?
We find you and we kill you.
What she said. I take it that was a lean in, whispering in his ear.
Oh yeah.
Find you and we'll kill you.
Yeah.
He looks up at Lyra and he looks at the troll and he looks at Gideon and he's like, okay, Okay, I won't tell anybody.
Okay.
He says, I don't even know your names. I can't tell anybody.
Excellent, and it's going to stay that way.
Right, you are. Did you? Oh wait.
You can't say that.
He says, if you let me go, I'll tell my men to make sure that you're safe on the way to where you're going.
I don't trust him.
Well,
He's a thief.
well, put it this way, he's, you know, he seems like a bit of a pansy, bit of a drip.
How were you caught?
He says, I led my men on a heist on a boat that was entering the docks.
Oh,
We boarded their ship at night, but the ship was actually full of guards, and we were captured.
well, you were a bit misinformed, weren't you, buddy?
Many of my men have been imprisoned, and I've been sent to Upton Fields to face justice.
Oh,
Well, it's your lucky day, because we're going to release you.
because we are justice.
Because we're kind of like, you know, we kind of do what we want.
We're the heroes.
He says, "Thank you very much.
Field deserves, but not the one
I will let the
he
rest.
needs.
I will let the rest of my clan know never to attack you or bother you."
Thank you very much.
Fucking hell.
Jumping cricket.
So we'll release him, and if anything,
Okay,
oh,
so you take the bolts out of his chains,
Yeah.
and he stands up. He kind of like takes the chains off his wrist, and he's like, you can see they've cut into his wrist quite a bit. So he's kind of rubbing them, and he's like, "Thank you, my friends."
Friends.
he doesn't know that we killed all his
I know.
mates.
No, he doesn't, does he?
You see, apart
It's thug life. People die.
thug life, yo. That's what it's like in ghetto.
I'm just gonna like jump
We
down,
get it.
and as he sees the body, I'm just gonna be like, unfortunately, we were not in time to save your, I assume, companions.
He looks around and says, There are always budding criminals ready to join the course."
We did behead the elves, though, you know. They
He says, "Thank you. They eventually got what's coming to them."
did. Oh, really?
You
He
liar.
says,
I
he
like
says,
him.
he says, "I bid you farewell. Thank you for helping me."
This is gonna
Very
run off
well.
naked. Oh god!
And he walks off in the hills in the same direction that the other two bandits fled.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
So carrying on.
That's not good. He's gonna know that we killed his men.
To be fair, it's our word who rescued him against two of his mates that ran away.
Hannah walks up to you and goes, "Did you just let him go?"
Yes, we did.
But
But
she doesn't know the truth, though, does she?
yeah, I said Hannah, we did
know
indeed
it,
let
yeah.
him go in exchange for protection. But don't worry, we can handle ourselves if anything does go wrong.
He says, "Please don't make a habit of helping criminals."
I just like shuffle my feet.
Yeah, best not.
Grumble doesn't give a shit.
Grumble just like.
Give me gold.
In fact, Gumbug walks over to Gideon and says, "What did you find on the elves?"
A bit of gold. Here you go, Grumbug.
You give Grumbug 8 gold. Or what do you want to give him? Actually, you didn't tell him what you...
Yeah, he was fighting.
You
That
didn't,
wasn't anything
you
there.
didn't tell him what you found, so you can give him 10% of whatever you supposedly found, I guess.
No, I don't want to screw Grumbug over because in case he decides to turn nasty on us, and because he will fuck us up.
So you give him 8 gold, you lose 8 gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's me gold? Where's me pot of gold? So I've got 293.
Okay.
Oh, I can't rub it out.
Okay, so you're gonna carry on down the road, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Long time ago, me and my friend Lyra here, we was hitchhiking down a long and lonesome road when all of a sudden there shined a shiny bandit in the middle of the road, and he said, "Please don't kill me, I'm naked." Anyway, carrying on.
That's Gideon retells stories of glory that never happened.
So you carry on down the road for a few hours, when eventually the sun begins to go down, and Grumbug says, "Maybe we should make camp for the night."
Nah. I mean, yeah.
I agree. Is there anything around?
There's still rocks and like rocky outcrops and.
Okay, well we'll make camp. Do the same as we did.
Small blades of trees.
We'll do the same as we did.
Now let's do something different.
Before we got
Let's spice it up a bit.
like a handstand sleep.
Yeah, I'll do I'll do
Sleep
garlic
on our
around
heads.
my
Go
hands.
planking on top of it.
Go owling on top of rocks.
No, yeah.
Okay,
That's why I
so
sit anyway when I do
where are you
garlic.
making camp?
Rocky outcroppings again.
Okay. So you set up camp. You make a small. You gonna make a fire or not?
That didn't work out so well last time.
Yeah, we'll not make a fire this
Okay.
time.
But you better wrap up
It's
tight.
warm, like you said, so it should be alright.
You opt not to make a fire.
last time.
Who's standing guard?
Me, I'll go first.
Okay.
So again, you go into a load of rocky outcrop. Grumbug rests on a big boulder. Hannah gets out her bedroll.
No, I'm going.
As a map.
I'm like, right, hang on, Hannah. Keep the minimal out. Keep everything else near you. Always keep it on you rather than around you, okay? Survival guide 101.
She doesn't actually carry anything on her other than her shield.
Bear Grylls, motherfucker. Bear Grylls.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So who's taking watch?
A massive pancake.
Who's taking watch?
Em's just taking the first watch.
Okay. So Lyra, you take watch. Again, you can hear the calm night. You can hear the wind rolling through the hills, and you can see a big moon up in the sky.
Crickets are chirping.
A big moon in the sky.
Not a full moon.
Oh, it's not a full moon. I'm waiting for the day Pidge goes,
Oh,
It's a
fine,
full moon.
It's a full moon. I won't
Well,
leave the house.
The thing is, if I ever do make werewolves into it, I can't just go, it's a full moon tonight. Because I don't say it every night on the moon thing, so it's kind of weird. But yeah, so you look out and the night goes uneventfully. So do you want to wake Gideon up for his watch?
I guess so. 1 o'clock, yeah?
Yeah?
I kick you.
What is it? The spells and shit. What do you want?
I'm leaning over you.
Hello.
I get you.
Hello.
Shut up.
I'm sleeping. I'm going to go back to bed.
I need to sleep.
Okay, fine then.
Okay, so Lyra gets some sleep, Gideon stands watch. You stand watch until sunrise and nothing eventful happens.
Yes. No centaurs bothering us this time.
So you both gain D6 healing surges. You'll be back to full health and you'll have
Six.
D6.
Woo.
Not +1 though.
6.
Lyra, Gideon
Which I
has
think
6 and Lyra has
I had
2.
anyway. Yeah, I had 6.
But your health is returned to normal.
Oh, right, is it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So 29.
That's
I'll
good.
mark it on this.
This is really, really nice.
Current surges.
See how much faith Hannah has today? Fuckloads.
Yeah.
23. No.
A metric shit ton of faith.
What's 16 plus 18? Calculatron. 16 plus 18. Yeah, her gods are happy with her today. She has 34. Yesterday she had 18. Okay, so you pack up your camp after a relatively uneventful night and get back on the road. So, let's change the
I mean, I've got
subject.
most of the things that are eventful happening during the day, though.
Oh,
Hey.
it's lovely.
So you wake up.
Oh.
You wake up and carry on down the path. Blah, blah, blah. So you set off on the third day, and ahead of you, you can hear the ocean breeze, and you can feel it against you.
The salty sea air. Breathe it in, everybody.
As you walk further down this dirt road, the sound of the ocean gets louder and louder during the day. Otherwise, the day goes completely uneventfully. You don't get attacked. You don't really see any of the travellers coming past. Nothing bad happens.
Well, that's it, everybody. Thank you for watching Double Thunders D&D.
So,
Only joking.
you come to the end of the path, and you see a sign. Wooden sign. It says, "Welcome to Green Coast Bay."
Thank you, sign.
Yay!
Okay.
What a polite sign. It's
Yeah.
really,
So-
really polite.
You following down the dirt path, and the dirt path stops. And you're standing on the edge of the path. You are stood on the top of a crescent cliff face,
Oh, it's awesome.
40 feet above Green Coast Bay. Below,
That's quite high.
it's pretty high cliff. So this is kind of a bay cut out into the cliff in a crescent shape.
Right, okay.
40 feet above. Below, you can see like a wooden docks going out into the water. There's several different ships docked. Some are fancy, some
Any
like,
shops, any
some just like
taverns?
fishing ships and stuff.
Yeah! Fish and chips.
Fishing ships. That's
Oh, I thought you said fish and
No.
chips!
I
That's
don't-
fish and fries
So,
for you Americans that are watching. Which you don't get over there.
Yeah. So you can see the ships all docked in the bay. Buildings hang to the cliff face all the way along. By hang, I mean like built up against the side of the cliff face. They're all made out of light wood and have shingled roofs, and they look like they were made out of bits of driftwood and old bits of ships and things like that.
Oh, quite quaint, very quaint.
It's very quaint. To your right, a path arches down, a wooden path arches down, big enough for a cart to go through.
Let's go down there.
I like this music so much.
What's about to change?
No, I like
We
it.
slowly make our way up.
Very slow. Okay, so we will descend into the town.
You don't remember his
Okay.
name, do you?
No, Green Coast.
Green Coast.
Green Coast.
By any chance, is the sea slightly green?
No.
Is it?
It's all grassy all around, so
That's
that's
it.
why it's called Green Coast.
Oh, this music's nice as well. I like this place.
It's a very nice place. The whole place has a really kind of like
Nice
friendly
vibe to it.
seaside kind of vibe. Yeah.
Like
Oh my
Whitby.
god, you had better make them sound like this. Like they're from South.
Okay.
You're from the
Wales.
Cornwall.
So you've fallen down the wooden path along the cliffside and down towards Green Coast Bay. Gulls flock all over the buildings of the bay, and you can smell the ocean and the sound of the waves crashing against the bay. This all fills your senses, and you get this overwhelming kind of like
Oh,
memories of like seaside. If you've ever been to one.
You've never been to the seaside? But I'm just like,
I have.
Ocean.
I have.
The character.
Lyra hasn't.
Okay, so Gideon gets his
yeah,
memories.
Lyra's like,
Lyra doesn't know.
She doesn't like it because it's getting in her hair.
So you get down to the bottom of this path. You've gone straight down to the ground level of it now. The dock town is a single long paved road built on top of a wooden with a wooden platform running along the side of it. Goes straight through the town. All the way along the right side of the path. Sorry, all the way along the right side of the path are different docking walkways going in between all these other ships. And the entire left are all these buildings arching around, each with a small balcony above it. So you get there are people going back into ships.
have we got there in plenty of time, by the way?
Oh yeah, you got
It was like another day.
You've got there at like 9 a.m.
Oh, sweet.
On the
So we got like
third
a day. I feel like it's like a school trip. How long have we got?
So-
How long have we got?
So yeah, you get there at like 9 a.m. It's very, you can see people walking back and forth with crates and stuff. There's a small fish market.
The hustle and bustle.
Out
Where's
in
the
the back,
boarding
yeah.
master? Where is he?
Well, we've got a little bit of time, so we should like have a look around the place first.
Okay.
Okay.
To the fish and chip shop.
Yeah!
So remember, you need to find
Whitby fish and chips, so
you need
nice.
to find Nero as well.
Look, we need to find a pub.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
So you walk.
It's
down-
9 o'clock in the fucking morning, though, Ems!
You walk.
Let's
Well,
not go
I
there.
enjoy me drink, but
Bear
for
in mind,
fuck's sake,
like
it's a bit
every pub
early.
is also like an inn, pretty much.
Yeah.
So you walk. So
And you
it's
would
not
drink,
common
you
for
would
people
drink
to be there
ale
all the
every
time.
single time. Every single
So
meal or
you
whatever.
walk into the you walk into the town. The first building you see on your left, which is notable, is a guard's house. It's got two shields outside of it with the symbol of the Duke's Guard in it, and this guard stood outside.
So this is like governed by Upton Fields as well.
It's owned by Duke Gracius, yeah. They don't pay any heed to you as you walk past. You carry on down the path. You go through a fish market, which is very smelly, and there's guys like echoing over to you. It's like
Lyra, this
£1 fish, very really good.
£1 fish, very, very good.
That's
£1 fish. Come on, ladies, £1 fish.
Oh, why would just go? I put
Okay.
a black coat
I was like,
on.
Lyra, it's better than the stench of Grumbug's feet, though.
Lyra covers her nose, and so does Hannah. Grumbug's actually going, splendid.
It makes you change from Grumbug's
Find me a
stinky feet.
barrel and me rolling it.
Now that's a smell I can enjoy.
Okay, so as you walk out the fish market, a young boy runs up to you.
I'm like, what do you want?
He's a lanky,
Okay.
looking young boy, about 17 years
Oh,
old.
yeah, cute.
It's Grummel, too.
It's Rollin'.
He has shaggy brown hair,
Cute.
and he's wearing a overly sized naval uniform.
Cute.
He runs up to you and says, "What are your names?" He doesn't-
Why do you want to know our
he
names,
just,
boy?
He literally just runs up to you and asks that.
Why do you want to know our names, boy?
He says, "I'm looking for somebody of your description. I have important news."
Is it from
Nero.
Is it from Captain Nero?
He says, "It might be. What are your names?"
This is where Hannah would just be like, that's Gideon. in morning wood. She just
Yeah, Hannah
she
basically
completely
pipes up and blurts it out.
We're just like,
I'm
oh.
like, rule 1 of adventuring: never give away your names unless you're absolutely sure, Hannah.
Okay, that happens.
Sorry, I just completely took the reins.
That's fine. He says, then you are those I'm looking for. I'm Sid. Come with me.
Oh, you're cute.
Where are we going,
Cute
Sid?
guy.
He grabs Hannah by the hand.
Okay, so he's 17 and Hannah's like 17.
Yeah.
Oh, true love.
Love interest.
He grabs Hannah by the hand and he starts pulling her.
Piggy's totally gonna make him die.
Pulling her down towards the wooden docks. Do you want to follow?
Yes.
No, let's
much.
leave Hannah and him alone.
No,
Well, he told you all to come.
we'll follow and
Fine, we'll follow on.
we'll let them have a little flirt and
Okay.
let the testosterone and the estrogen build up.
He walks ahead enthusiastically, pulling on.
She's a nun, but she's still got a fanny.
Pulling.
She's still got a queen that needs to be
Hannah.
tickled.
Be quiet, you two. Okay, so he walks ahead enthusiastically, pulling moist.
Sorry, that's enough. Okay, that's enough.
Okay, so he walks ahead enthusiastically, tugging on Hannah's arm. She kind of like not wobbles. She kind of scuttles along behind him.
She's blushing.
Oh, she's totally blushing.
Yeah.
Her heart's all over the
Anyway, so
I love it. Go on.
So
Why
yeah,
do your
he
pieces
walks ahead
get there,
enthusiastically. He turns every few seconds to check that you're still following, but he doesn't like make you follow or anything like that. He takes you onto one of the promenades leading between two docked ships. The main ship you pass, which he kind of gestures to as you go past, he points to it and hopes you see. It's a medium-sized vessel, 35 meters long. It sits 6 meters above the waves, so you don't know how big it is under the waves.
It's fucking huge.
It's like actually got a whale underneath
The
it.
ship is painted in deep blue with a long single white stripe that goes along its
Like the
bow.
Navy.
Two
Excuse you.
huge sails hang rolled up atop its masts. It has 2 masts. And 4 cannons protrude from the side.
Can I ask, is it like the Interceptor from Pirates of the Caribbean?
I don't know what that looks like.
Never mind then. It's the only ship that comes to my mind.
It's
Isn't it a pirate ship?
it's smaller than a full-blown pirate ship.
Okay.
It'd probably have a crew of about 20 to 30 people.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so two huge sails are rolled up at the top of the ship, 4 cannons protrude from the side. A name is written along the bow of the ship in golden leaf, and it says "The Adventure."
Oh!
Sid lets go of Hannah's hand and climbs up a rope ladder onto the ship's deck.
I pushed
And
it
kind
in
of
the way
signals
so
for you
it
to
doesn't
come up. He
look
says,
at
"Coming up."
Go on, what you get?
Okay, let's climb up then.
So who's going up first?
I'll go up first.
So Gideon struggles up this rope ladder as it kind of like
Wobbles about.
wobbles underneath him, followed by Lyra, followed by
I
Hannah.
walk up with my spider boots.
Grumbug puts 1 foot on the rope and the entire ship starts to like wobble slightly, and he just puts his foot off and goes, "I'll find another way up."
Bloody hell, he must weigh a shitload if he can rock a ship.
He's a troll.
Yeah, but a ship is
No, it
massive.
literally doesn't like tilt.
Oh,
It's
right.
Like if you get in a car the way that rocks.
Oh, right, okay, so I was going to
So he
say,
just sits
fucking hell.
slightly.
What's he been eating? Dark matter.
This is why it wasn't a good idea to bring the shield guard. So you climb up the road ladder onto the ship's deck. A few deckhands are wandering back and to. They're all human. They're all male.
Oh, watch out, Ems.
Me and Hannah.
They're all in naval uniform.
And I'm wearing my beautiful.
Can anyone
Two
tell, Ray?
are mopping the decks. The others are moving around
Swap the
supplies
decks.
and like tightening ropes and other naval gear you don't quite understand.
We must tie the rope. And again.
You look at the it's set out like a typical ship, by the way. So there's an elevated front bow and there's the deck, and there's an elevated back, but there'd be a cabin and a wheel on top.
Yeah.
So you look up at the wheel, and an extremely handsome, extremely
Yay!
well-dressed man
Finally, handsome people.
stands at the wheel of
No
the ship
offense,
in full naval dress.
Does he have a tricorner hat?
He doesn't have any hat now.
Oh. He's that badass, he doesn't need a hat.
He's got 3 medals that shimmer in the sunlight on his left-hand side. He stands 6 foot tall, so he's relatively tall for a human. He has a regal red naval suit, whereas everybody else is wearing deep blue. blah 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 suit, and he's wearing cream pants.
I laugh if we got the wrong ship.
He wears thigh-high boots, black boots,
Kinky.
and has jet black slick back hair around his ears. Not just around his ears, he slipped them behind his ears.
He reminds me slightly of like Loki, and I quite like
A
that.
fancy-looking saber is sheathed by his side with all these kind of like ornate. He basically looks very noble, very well off for himself. So he, Sid kind of like waves up to him, his arms frantic, and the man nods, and Sid runs inside, and the man slowly paces down the stairs towards you.
Oh,
And as he's approaching, he stands in front of you, and you kind of nod, like kind of does a small bow in kind of a greeting way.
I guess we'll nod and greet as well. Hello,
Greetings! Greetings, sir!
I'll
He
let
says,
you speak.
Gideon Lyra, I presume.
You would be correct, and who might you be? I presume you are Captain Nero?
He says, yes, Kerberos told me you were on your way. I'm indeed Captain Nero. Welcome to the ship, the Adventure.
It's a fine and sturdy vessel.
He says, the Duke has ordered for me and my men to give you any assistance you require. We can take you to anywhere you wish to go. We are at your service.
We have this thing.
Let's go to Hawaii.
Does it exist?
He says, I have not heard of this man.
We have this compass that'll point us in the way of the Phoenix.
Gideon has that.
I got it because I'm magic.
Yeah.
We need passage to the Ashen Isles. We are on an important mission there.
He says, yes, as I understand that. An interesting challenge. The elves do not allow humans too close to the island. But if the divines will it and the winds are in our favour, we should be able to gain passage with the Duke's mark on our sail. I doubt they will turn a blind eye to us.
Excellent. When do we set sail on our voyage?
He says, the winds aren't exactly in our favour right now, but if all things bode well, we will set sail tomorrow, at dawn. For now, make rest. Maybe search the town for anything that could aid on your journey.
Excellent, excellent. Do you might have a map or anything for the town? Or we might,
No,
you don't have a map.
No,
Balls. I hope you had a map.
there's only like 3 or 4 places that.
Oh, right, okay.
They're mostly just fishing houses. It's like a little fishing village, basically.
Right, okay.
Where traders come
I'm
back
going to
and
knock
say-
at every
He
person's
says,
door and
he
talk
says-
to them.
He says, there are still a few preparations that need to be made for now, so I will bid you adieu.
Excellent.
If you wish to sleep in the hold with the rest of my men for tonight, feel free to do so. If not, I will see you in the morning.
Just speaking of which, me and Hannah are girls. Is there a separate place for me and her to stay?
He says,
You can stay in my cabin.
he says, if you wish, you can stay in the cabin next to mine.
Oh, that'd be brilliant.
Normally it is for my, what's the second in command called in the ship?
First mate?
Yeah, it says,
First mate?
normally
Or is it Skipper?
No, it's first mate.
First mate.
Oh, yeah.
It
Skipper.
says, it says normally it is the first mate's cabin, but I understand you are females aboard an entirely male ship and you will need your privacy.
It might get a bit rapey.
I said that.
late night.
I said that.
Tune in tonight after 12 for D&D X-rated.
And after again,
Which Lyra will
and
not
after
be
that, he
present.
once again nods to you and then turns to go back.
Excellent. Right. Well, I think
He's
we
got
should
a nice voice. He's got a pretty face. I like him.
Em's
I
gonna
like
end
this character.
up, Em's is totally going to end up in bed.
He's in his early 30s, by the way.
How old is Em's, by the way?
I'm about
21.
20.
20. So you're like, right? Can I just get some clarification? Like, and obviously elves really they live for ages. Do half-elf human hybrids live the same age as humans, same age as elves, or just longer than humans?
I just live longer than
Longer
human.
than human.
I'd
So,
say
but not as long
longer
as an
than
actual
human.
elf. So probably like
Yeah.
hundreds rather than thousands.
It'd be rare for one to get to 200.
Right. Okay. I was just wondering about some of the lore of hybrids. Okay. So right. Well, should we explore the town? Should we have a little mooch?
Yeah.
Maybe get Grumbug some
Okay.
booze.
So you climb back down the thing.
I've got like 300 gold.
As they go down, Hannah's kind of like smiling to herself, looking all happy.
I like nudging her and going,
She kind of,
oh.
she kind of, so you
I
nudge
like
her,
nudge, wink, wink.
and she's like, why are you nudging me?
Just one word, Hannah. Sid.
Says, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you and him are getting awfully close.
She says, no, he's got a nice smile, that's all.
Oh,
She's wet for him.
I ruined the moment. Okay,
Sorry, that was a complete road. I didn't actually say it. I was just a general comment. on what's going
That
on.
was a thought that went through Gideon's head.
Non-lubricants.
Anyway,
Anyway.
au naturel.
So,
Right. Let's explore the town.
You go down and walk towards the town. Like I said, there's a fish market all the way along the bay. There's people running back and to. You kind of walk up and down for a while just to like scope out the place. Mostly it's just fishing houses and generally the people who live there. The only places that look like they would matter to you are the only places that look like they would matter to you are the guard's house. There is a seaside shop called Salty Sam's.
Does it sell postcards?
You don't know, you've not been in there.
Oh, seashine. Does it sell buckets and spades?
So you look at this shop.
And fishing nets.
It says Salty Sam's at the top of it. It's a shop with nets and stuff all outside of it, all with interwoven seashells and things like that.
Hey.
There's also a large inn called the Mermaid's Song.
I guess she. I guess one
As you walk past that, you see there's actually 2 tables outside of it, and there's porthole windows and 1 big door.
Big door.
Above the door, there are 2 mermaids, both holding a harp carved into the wood.
I'm going to say to Grumbug, Grumbug, if you...
He's not with us.
Yes, he
Is
is.
he?
He is, yeah.
Oh, he fell
He
down.
didn't get on the ship.
Yeah, that's fine.
He was there.
I'm like, Grumbug, if you feel the need to support your drinking habit, then you may go to the inn and wait for us there if you feel.
He says,
Good idea. I'll see you when I see you.
No worries.
and then he walks into the Mermaid's Song, and as you see him disappear, the 2 people at the sat outside on the table kind of stare at him, like wide-eyed, and then as soon as he goes in, they kind of like start wafting the kind of smell away from each other.
Everywhere Grumbug goes.
Hannah stays with you.
Yeah, she does. Me and her are having a girly chat.
Okay, so where do you want to go?
So there's only like 3 places. There's an inn, a
There's
shop.
an inn, there's a guardhouse, and
I
there's
feel
a
like
shop.
our relationship with the NPCs.
You have a day to do this. It's now.
We'll go into Salty
Well,
Sam's.
You have until dawn, and it's 10 a.m.
We'll go into Salty Sam's and see what the crack is in there.
Okay.
Salty Sam's, is that it?
Salty Sam's, yeah.
Why are you looking at me funny?
Nothing. I just wondering.
Why are you looking at me funny?
I just realised that I never ever look at you when you're talking.
So,
I just kind of
how'd you
sit
know?
there and
As you go,
I
as
just
you
kind of
go
sit
in,
here and just do that because I'm always bent this way.
as you go in, Salty Sam's.
So I
it-
should look.
The interior of it looks like the interior of a ship, kind of like under the deck of a ship.
Yeah.
I don't know what
There's
that
loads of shelves all over the place, all with like coral statues and things on it, like what you'd expect as like a tourist shop, like the seaside. There's some like little fossils and shit
Oh,
around.
this is beautiful music.
A 60-year-old man
Sam?
in a ragged clothes sits in the corner. He has a big white beard and wears a bandana over his head. His left leg is replaced with a wooden stump, which he rests against the chest like a footstool.
Maybe he knows coffee.
He says,
Yeah, maybe.
"Hello and welcome."
Ah, you must be Salty Sam, I presume.
He says, "That I am, boy. You're in Salty Sam's after all. And who might you be?"
I am Gideon Morningwood.
Lyra.
Hannah seems quite bemused by all these items, by the way. She's already looking at all the stuff. I was like, "Ooh."
So I take it you used to be a captain of a ship, or possibly a sea traveller. You must have seen some action, judging by your
Your lack of a leg.
He says, "I've been a fisherman here at Green Coast all my life.
Fisherman.
Sadly, after seeing a lot of traders that come back and do, I might have picked up a bit of an accent."
What happened to your leg?
He says,
Eaten by a wolf.
I came across a giant crab one night and he went off with my leg.
Jesus Christ.
Giant crab. I imagine it's the mud crab with a top hat on. Like a sir.
Anyway, don't worry about that. What brings you in today?
We're about to embark on a voyage. Do you have anything that might, or know of anything, or have anything that might be of value to us on our voyage?
He says, yes. He says, I have many things that can help a traveller about to go at sea. You never know, these things might even save your life.
No, go right. Here we go.
Save our life.
He has 6 things that he basically gets a collection of things that he thinks might help you and puts them on a table in front of you. There are high water breathing potions. It's a sickening black looking potion that looks like tar and smells like seaweed.
Ooh, I like seaweed.
He says, "This will allow you to breathe underwater for 12 hours. Only 60 gold."
I think that
We
might
should
come
really
down.
like get that.
Well, let's see the rest
He
of the menu.
says,
See what else he's
I
got.
see your friend over there has a big shield on her back. Maybe this will help her. And he brings out the seashell shield.
Seashell.
The seashell.
Seashell shields.
I sell
Oh.
seashell shields on the seashell.
The seashell shields.
The
I sell
seashell
seashell shields. I'm sure.
Okay, go on.
It is shield made from half a giant clam and polished up. It shimmers beautifully as you look at it.
Oh, we can't have that. No, she's a strange sun.
He says,
girl.
"This is a beautiful shield. Only 120 gold."
Does it have any
Anna!
magic? Does it have any magical properties or any special attributes that we might be aware of?
Get over here, Anna.
He says, "That steel shield she's carrying, it'll get a bit heavy if she ends up in the water. This won't weigh her down. It's weightless under the seas."
Will it help her
Under
float?
the sea.
Don't start that.
The seaweed is
Oh,
always
there we go.
So bad.
Yeah, it's late.
Anyway, best film ever. Anyway, so he says, "We also have these," and he brings out two flippers made from a seal, like the thing of a seal.
Oh
He says, "I call these sea shoes. I stitched them myself. They give you rapid movement while you're underwater." And he says, "They're 200 gold."
no! Jesus Christ.
He says, "I have 2 pairs of them."
I'm really scared.
He says, "I've also got this thing." And he brings out a bracelet made out of white shells on a long string, just like strung through. He says, "This is a bubble charm. If you find yourself locked under the waves or in danger, you can use this to put a bubble around yourself and you'll quickly ascend to the surface."
We should do that.
I'll take that.
No, we should give that to Hannah. You're a water wizard. You can just make the water disappear around your
Oh,
head.
that's true actually. I could, couldn't I?
He says, "That'll be 300 gold if you reckon."
Oh
You
shit.
could also do that to someone else though, as well.
Yeah.
You could basically just make a
I'm thinking the water breathing. How many water breathing potions does he have?
Unlimited.
Unlimited. I think maybe 3 water breathing potions.
He says,
4 even.
He says, "I've also got these," and he brings out a bundle of harpoons. And he's like, "They're simply made, but you never know when one of these things can save your life."
We're gonna have to fight a kraken, aren't we?
Um,
Fuck's sake!
he says-
I hate underwater
He
enemies.
says,
Hate 'em.
He says, "They're only 20 gold." And these are always good for any traveller. And he has lesser health potions as well, for 25 gold.
I think the water breathing potions are probably gonna be the best bet, and maybe because I've only got 300 gold on me, so it's like right. If we get the seashell
I have
bracelet thing,
144.
I don't want to waste all my gold because I'm not able to buy stuff in the Ashen Isles.
Huh, the hell.
Unless it uses different currency. I don't know. Do elves use different currency?
I don't know.
Hannah says that
Oh yeah, she's smart.
the people of the Ashen Isles have no need for wealth.
Oh right. Okay. Excellent.
So we can spend all our money here and get it back by the time we loot everything.
Okay, Hannah, do you have any coin on you?
Um,
Does she have any coin actually?
so I'm looking at.
No.
No.
Fuck's sake. Right, okay, I will buy...
She rummages through her bag and she pulls out all the things she has. She has 5 healing potions,
Oh, that's helpful.
10 portions of bread and water,
Oh,
a
why
diary.
didn't you didn't tell us any of
a
this.
diary!
a diary, a pencil,
Today I met Sid.
a diary, a pencil, some reading glasses, the robe she's wearing, some sandals, and the shield.
Today I met Sid! My lady part started to twitch. That's fucking horrible.
You're making it so much sicker than it already
I
is.
know, I'm
Do
really
like
sorry,
a
I'm so
minstrel?
perverse.
Today I went to Green
Oh.
Bay. I found it much wetter than I thought.
Can I have a minstrel? Yeah.
So,
I have
do you want to buy any of this stuff, guys?
I'll buy the bracelet of bubbliness.
This bubble charm.
And
Yeah.
I'll guess.
300 gold.
I guess I'll
Well, that's
buy
me empty.
300.
So he passes that to you, and you tie it around your wrist. Do you want to know what it does, by the way?
Like the bubble
It gives you the daily ability to bubble self. Anybody in the bubble will rapidly ascend, unless the bubble pops. If you're underwater, I mean.
Right, okay. Can I have a minstrel, please?
I mean, it'll also allow you to breathe while you're in it.
Right, okay. I think water breathing potions might be good. Ends. maybe
Oh my God.
maybe 4.
I've only got 144.
Oh shit.
They're 160 each, so you can buy 2.
I can't breathe underwater.
Yes, you can though.
No, I can't.
You can make a bubble around your
I'm
head.
gonna give that
with
to
water.
Hannah.
You can make a bubble around your head because you're a water wizard.
Pidge, can I?
What?
He can bend the water around his head so he
No, you
just...
don't.
What?
I didn't think so.
Why not?
You can You can manipulate water. You can't force an ocean.
Easy.
I command the very ocean!
He's not Moses.
Poseidon!
No.
Look at my massive wizard
All
dick.
I need to do is
He's not Moses.
Is make a bubble of air, and then just expand the water away from the air, and then pop it on his head and be like, there you go. Yes.
I really
You could if you had any wind spells. Or something there.
Yeah,
Okay.
which sucks a little bit. Right, okay, so I bought this bracelet, and it's up to you what you want to do.
I don't know. I don't even think we're gonna fall. I think never mind.
Oh, come on, it's Paige, of course we're gonna fall in the fucking water.
Yeah, alright. I'll buy 2 of them.
So 2 water breathing potions,
So that'll be 120.
leaving Ems with
24.
24.
24 gold left.
Let me hand you 2 of these potions.
Excellent. Thank you, Salty Sam. Salty Sam.
So you leave. You have to drag Hannah out because she's too busy looking at all the shiny little shells.
I'll be like, Hannah,
She says, yes?
I have a present for you.
Ooh, what did you get?
I'll give it a little bracelet of shells.
Okay.
She'll be content with that. I'll give you one of the potions here.
Yeah, cheers. This is a magical bracelet. If you happen to fall in the ocean, you can command a bubble around yourself,
She says,
and it will rapidly ascend you to the surface, and you'll also be able to breathe whilst you're underwater.
she says, it's good to know that you've considered, you have concern for my life.
I have concern for all my companions, even Grumbug,
Okay.
I
who
feel
smells really bad.
like we get
So
points
you go back
for
outside.
making the NPCs happy. It's kind of like the
Do we get
Sims.
points for making the NPCs happy?
You will if you ever need to convince them of anything.
Oh, right, okay. So it's like a karma system.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's dead funny. But if I feel like it's the Sims, like I'm having like I can imagine bubbles above my head just telling me random things, and it
Right,
just
so
goes
there-
back.
So
I
there
know.
was a +1 to Paragon, -2 to Renegade. I'm a pretty renegade wizard, actually.
Anyway, so
Renegade!
you're not really. You don't have human black magic or anything. Or
Oh,
necromancy or anything.
I wouldn't mind learning some
So
black
the only place you've not really been to is the Mermaid's Song.
magic. Let's go to the pub then.
Okay.
We've got to go stock up on alcohol.
Yeah, for Grumbug.
Okay. So
Remember, I've got no money.
the
Maybe
Mermaid.
there's a job that we can do, I don't know.
Okay. So you got time to do it. By far the biggest building in Green Coast is the Mermaid's Song. It's 3 stories, not including the small stables which is attached to the side of it. 2 tables set outside of it with people happily drinking and chatting as you walk in.
In the middle of the morning.
Oval windows surround the building. Like every few feet, there's this like oval window, so it looks like the side of a cruise ship, basically. Upon entering, you see that the ground floor of the Mermaid's Song is a tavern. The room is 20 meters long by 10 meters deep, with a very low ceiling, supported by 2 wooden beams that look like they were once ship's masts. The entire place is lavishly decorated with nautical themed items. There's a fireplace to the right side. There's a kind of a sea troll's head above it, and like
A what's head?
a sea
Sea
troll.
troll.
A sea troll?
Yep.
I don't even get trolls in the sea.
You get trolls everywhere, man.
That's ace.
They're like the ultimate adaptive creature. You should see a sea giant.
I don't want to see a sea giant. Sounds scary.
So the entire place is lavishly decorated. There's a fireplace on your right hand side. There's people sat at it, kind of warming their hands at it and things like that. The atmosphere in there is very friendly. It's quite cheerful and things like that. There's kind of people having a laugh, a few people playing cards and stuff. There's actually a few children running us around as well.
Aw.
There's tables scattered all around, and to the right hand side there is a wooden bar with a stairwell to the right of the bar. Yeah, which one do?
Where's Grumbug?
Oh, Grumbug sat in the corner drinking away.
It's really small. He has to be hunched up because it's a small ceiling, doesn't it?
He's like,
I just imagine it.
he's all cramped up.
I literally has his knees.
He's actually
above
sat on the
his
floor because none of their chairs will. There's like 3 broken chairs around him that obviously haven't managed to support his weight.
But hang on, the next one will do it.
Well,
And you notice that although everybody's happy, there's kind of like a perimeter of nobody going near Grumbug around him.
because he stinks.
Like this irradiating circle.
I've not actually taken off my black thing, so I'm still like.
Hail and well met, Grumbug. Is the ale doing you well?
He says,
It's not the best I've had. It's a bit salty. I think I've watered it down.
Possibly. Possibly, Grumble, possibly.
Quite possibly, it is a seaside town after all.
Yep.
You never know, there might be some fine elven wine for you to drink on the Ashen Isles.
He says,
I hope the elven stuff's better than this crap.
I love Grumbug, he's ace. Oh, I really hope nothing ever happens to him or he ever leaves. He's a brilliant
so do you
guy.
want to do anything else? He says,
What did the man on the ship say?
What
He
about...
said we were to meet them. We would meet them in the morning. We get free board on the ship. Although I have no idea how you're just going to get onto the ship.
We'll
says-
put him with all the cards
says-
and just have it lift it up.
If I must, I guess I'll just climb.
I'm sure there'll be a loading ramp, or something that will support your weight if we can get to.
Have you seen
Yes.
the beginning of Pocahontas where it lifts up John Smith on that thing? That's why I imagine him, like, sat there.
Like a pulley system crane thing.
Yeah.
anyway, do you want to do anything else in the bar? Hannah has already sat down quite close to the fireplace, as far away as she can from Grumbug. And she's writing in her diary.
Aww.
I'm gonna go over to Hannah and guess I'll just.
Okay, I'll just
No, I can
I'll just go and sit with Grumbug. I don't mind his. I'm kind of grown accustomed to his stench. So he's.
Grumbug kind of like pats Gideon on the back and he says,
You're not gonna get a drink?
I have no money. I spent it all on a magical item.
Don't tell him
He
you've got
said-
no money.
he says,
This is swill, but at least it's cheap. I'm sure you'll have enough for a pint.
I've got nothing.
you've got nothing at all.
I've got nothing. I'm like no.
I'm going over to the bar.
He says,
Sucks for you.
Lyra, get us a beer.
That's what I'm doing.
Yay!
okay, you go over to the
I'm
bar.
like your bloody wife.
Thank you.
Okay, as you walk up to the bar, you think that there's nobody stood behind it. But as you get closer, you kind of peer over the bar, and
Oi!
you realise that there is a middle-aged, rotund dwarf woman who stands behind it, kind of mopping the floor behind it, with her hands on a rag.
Cheers, Ems.
She looks up at you. She's wearing she's wearing a long green dress and has long ginger hair. She has long ginger hair all the way down to her hips.
Alright, love.
She says, "Hello, welcome to the Mermaid Song."
Thanks. How much is your cheapest ale?
She says, 3 gold. 3 gold a flagon.
I'll have 1, 2, 3. I'll have 4.
Okay?
Hannah probably doesn't drink.
Oh yeah, 3. 4. I'll 4. I'll have 2 myself.
That'll be 12 gold then.
Cheers, Ems.
You're welcome.
I did get you an awesome set of
She-
armor.
She turns to a cask behind her, pours them out and hands them to you. She says, "Thank you. Enjoy your stay."
Yeah, I just go "Ugh," and kind of waddle over. Plonk one down on you, plonk one down on there. I'm going to take two over to Hannah and just see if she wants a drink. Hannah, would you like a drink?
She's scribbling in her diary. She looks up at you over her glasses and goes, "I don't drink."
Have you tried it before?
Well,
Have you tried it before?
she says, "It's against my teachings. Could you please maybe get me a water?"
Basically, what? Okay. I'll go back down.
Basically, it.
I'll just plonk it next to Gideon and say, enjoy. And then go over back to
Oh,
the
thank you,
bar,
Lyra.
drinking my own.
Glug, 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 glug.
Okay. It actually doesn't taste as bad as Grumbug said. It tastes like normal beer, but it's slightly salty tasting as well.
Oh, interesting.
I don't like beer, but...
As you look at the flagons as well, they actually have small shells inset to them. So they're really nice little.
Oh, how quaint.
Crack.
Yeah.
They are.
Okay.
Hi. Miss Lady, I'd like a
Oh, so
water.
you're going to go to the bar, yeah?
May I have some water, please?
She'll pour you out of water
Or
for
a
free.
fruit juice.
She'll pour you out of water for free.
Thanks. Take
Cranberry
it
juice?
Yeah, drink it.
Yeah, Hannah starts drinking
Can I
it. She
have
says,
some
"Thank you
bread?"
very much."
I'm hungry.
She's so polite.
She's none.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm going to just sit
So,
next to her.
You
On the
sit in this
floor.
bar, you kind of absorb the atmosphere for a while. People come and go, nobody seems to be causing any fuss, there's no kind of jobs board or anything like that. Eventually the bar kind of, it has a flourish of people in there and there. Some guy gets up and starts dancing on the tables and things like that, doing a little jaunty sea shanty. And all this, there's a guy in the corner
What
with
shall we do with a drunken troll? What shall we do with a
there's
drunken troll?
a guy in the corner with a concertina who sits up and starts, the
Yeah.
kind of thing.
What was it?
Accordion.
Accordion.
Accordion, not concertina, an accordion, yeah. Yeah, so you sit there for a while and eventually night begins. You can see dusk on the horizon. Do you want to do anything else?
That's about
Go to the ship.
Are you gonna stay here? Or about some people retire up the stairs towards rooms and things.
We can't
upstairs.
go to we can't afford to stay here.
It's true. Okay, so you go back to the ship.
I have 12 gold.
Grumbug says,
Where you lot going?
We're going back to the ship to sleep.
We have
You're welcome to
3
stay here, Grumbug, until it kicks out. Come meet us on the ship.
he says,
Yeah, I'll rest here. I'll see you in the morning.
Cheerio.
Good night, Grumbug.
and he stays there and sleeps. Well, he doesn't sleep. He stays there and drinks until he passes out, which takes a long time. Let me just adjust his gold.
Especially with that drink.
Okay, so you get back to the ship. A deckhand runs over to you as you get back onto the ship.
It's not Sid.
It's not Sid, it's just a generic looking
Gentleman.
shippy guy. He says,
Lyric?
Ladies?
Lyric?
Says, ladies, we've organised a cabin for you.
Oh, wonderful. Come with me, Hannah.
Next to the, you go through the kind of back cabin door. There's a long corridor going through to a window to the outside.
Do we open the door?
There's a door to the right and a door to the left. The door to the right says captain's quarters, and the one to the left is unmarked. The guy opens the door and ushers you into the
I'm
left
just
room.
totally going to get into bed with the captain.
So you walk into the left room.
Oh, please try to
There
seduce
are,
him.
there's one actual bed and another cloth kind of like
Good man.
hammock has been tied to the ceiling for one of you as well.
Ah.
Gideon, you are led downstairs
To all the other men,
onto the
enjoy.
second deck. Where you go down to the second deck and
I've not read my books that I bought.
No,
Yeah.
you've not. You go.
Are you not
You go.
No, I've got dice.
You go down to the second deck, past the cannons, or the cannons and gunpowder and things, and then you go down to the third deck where it's all bunk beds.
And there's a load of burly men, and there's
and
you in your
you-
blue tunics.
Yeah, a lot of the guys are asleep. A few are going back into. One guy points you towards the bunk bed. It's a relatively nice bunk bed. It's all wood. You're on the bottom bunk.
I just like to point out they didn't actually have bunk beds on ships
Yeah, I know.
because the motion
I know,
you
I
just
know.
roll out. That's why
I
they
know.
have hammocks to swing.
Yeah.
That's what you mean, right? That's what I'm imagining.
Okay, you have a hammock.
Sorry.
It's quite nice kind of cloth.
Sorry, I'm such an anal
No,
bastard
it's fine.
sometimes.
It's quite a nice cloth hammock, but as you sit on it, you can kind of get a weird moisture coming from it, which could be man sweat, seawater, or any other fluids
From semen.
Seaman!
from semen. So yeah, what do you want to do?
I'll make myself comfortable and I will whip out what book. Where's my book? Sorry,
It's alright.
I have got 4 books. I've got Legend of Russ.
You've read that.
No, I've not.
Yeah.
No, I've not.
You have.
I've not read any of these books.
He did. You read it while I was talking to Thingy Lovey.
Yeah. You learned your spells and you read those books. The only 2 you've not read are the 2 you got from the Black Jackal Cauldron.
Oh shit! What did I get? I can't
You
remember.
got like Creatures of the Void and something else. Darkness Incarnate.
Yeah, Darkness Incarnate.
Hang on, I'm trying to work out. This is what we need to rewrite these.
Let's go. No, sorry. Ah! And while he's doing that, Lyra's going to fulfill her lifelong dream of pretending to be on a pirate ship. She's gonna,
Okay.
because she knows Hannah's not gonna be able to sleep while she's there.
Okay.
So she's gonna go up and pretend to drive the ship.
Okay, so you go up onto the deck and pretend to drive the ship. 2 swab hands look at you kind of confused and turn back as you're just like, yeah! Yeah!
Oh my god, a pirate
I point at them and go, you saw nothing.
steering wheel! Oh my god!
Leave off, she's like,
Yeah,
oh, kids.
When you turn around and kind of see them looking at you, they kind of turn back like really quickly and they're just like, that was
just-
weird,
She
man.
just hisses at him and goes, you saw nothing.
I'm just like, that girl's weird, man.
Is Hannah asleep now?
Hannah's still in that room downstairs.
She's not going to be able to sleep with me. She doesn't want. Okay. That might have come
I
across.
actually don't know where I've written my books down. I'm rather
She won't be able to sleep around me because she's.
You have Creatures of the Void and Darkness Incarnate.
Trust me.
I should have written them down somewhere, and I'm a bit pissed off because I don't know where I've written them.
You definitely do have those.
Right, okay, well I will read Darkness Incarnate.
Okay.
Like whilst I'm going to
It
sleep.
gives you 1 guile and 1 creature craft.
Oh my god, I want to read that book.
Where's Guile? Guile, there he is.
I now have minus 19 guile.
The book is all about shadow creatures, by the way.
I would like to read these books as well.
Like creatures that hide in the shadow realm and then kind of stealth.
So that was creatures.
Block
that-
down among Creaturecraft. That's Darkness Incarnate.
I guess I'm going to sneak down and just steal these books off Gideon. Just be like, I want it. I fill the presents with books that will help me. Run!
Okay.
Give me the books.
And
I've only read one book.
that takes an hour. You'll have time to read the other while I was messing around.
Yeah, I'll read the other book as well, which is
is.
Creatures of the Void.
Creatures of the Void. It's all about void creatures, which are these weird. They're from a void realm. These weird half ethereal purple creatures that like teleport around and stuff. You learn all about them in Game of Creaturecraft.
Woo! -2. I'm totally gonna be able to pass more Creaturecraft checks.
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
Right.
So,
Okay. Cool. Then
Lyra-
I'll just go sleep.
Lyra, you've spent 2 hours messing around on top of the ship with this wheel.
Climbing the crow's nest
Yeah,
and
we've done that. We've done all of
And
that.
now you're getting really tired.
I'm like, I want to keep playing, but I must sleep. I'll just drag
You're
myself.
like, this has lost its.
This
The novelty's wore off now.
I'll have to do this when we're actually at sea.
maybe you can like sweet talk Nero to letting you.
And Nero's just like, Lyra, I've had enough of this. I told you we could take you anywhere you want. We've been around this island 3 times. And he goes back and Lyra's just like, yeah!
Like, for God's sake, Lyra! Yeah, I will, I guess.
I reckon steering your ship would be a pretty hard business.
Yeah.
Because like,
It must be pretty hard to like actually turn against resistance to the warp.
yeah.
Anyway,
It takes forever, doesn't it?
so what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay, so Lyra goes to bed.
IRL as well.
As she enters back into the room, she sees that Hannah has already fallen asleep in the bunk
What
bag.
time is it?
Oh, it's quite late now. It's about 2 in the
I
morning.
mean, on the top.
Emma's been pissing about on the ship in the dark, just like yeah, climbing the crow's nest.
Nah,
Yeah.
it won't be that late. He'll be like midnight.
I meant
It's,
on the.
it's pretty late.
I meant on the timer.
So you get there and on this it's been about an hour. Hannah's already asleep and she's got some breadcrumbs on the floor by her bed. She's like holding half a bit of crusty bread in her hand because obviously you're having a snack. All of her bags and stuff are underneath her bunk bed with her shield rested against them. Your bed will be on the opposite hers, on the opposite side of the room.
I
if you
just
wanna-
strip and go to bed.
You just strip off and
I
go. to bed.
can't wear my armour.
Okay.
Oh, you must get really sweaty.
Right,
in
so
that
you
thing.
take all.
I've got undergarments.
You take. Yeah, you've got undergarments. You've got like a cloth, tight cloth shirt.
like a tank top kind of.
Yeah, like a tank top and pants, little
Panties.
shorts.
Panties.
Panty shorts.
Oh my god! I just got the best mental image ever.
Yeah.
So you put all your weapons away as well, like just like put them to the side, take your armor off, go to bed. Yep.
Yep.
Gideon, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
But I've finished reading, so I'm gonna.
Like a small child
Snooze.
that's
You
had like
snooze.
too much
I'm
fun.
gonna
falling
snooze
down
and
bed and
stuff.
fall asleep.
So cradled to sleep by the ocean waves.
The gentle rocking,
The ocean waves.
the breeze crashing.
You
the
quickly
waves.
get to sleep. Gideon, your eyes feel heavy. You kind of like rest on the books that you were reading, like as towards you getting the end of them. Lyra, you creep in past Hannah, take your armor off, and go to sleep. Okay?
Clank, clank,
So-
clank, clank.
Well, hang on. I think that would be a good time
No,
to.
no. It will be after this.
Oh, right, okay.
Ooh.
Because it's basically the end of it anyway. So, Lyra, you wake up in the middle of the night and have a really ill feeling in your stomach.
Am I pregnant?
You just feel like
I swear it
you
wasn't
just
me.
feel this weird emptiness in your stomach,
Oh, okay.
Ow. Her M's a C.
and you like sit up in your bunk bed.
I'm like, oh fuck, I think I'm gonna throw up.
Okay, looking around the room, you see that everything is as it should be, but there's
I'm just
this
so
weird,
romantic.
eerie feeling on everything. Everything's kind of like
Ah, no.
desaturated and not quite as it is.
I'm like-
and Hannah's bunk bed is mysteriously empty, and all of her stuff's gone.
I'm drunk. I've had too much to
It's
drink.
a dream.
I'm a dream. I'm just
So
now
what do
like,
you want to do?
I guess I'm gonna try and reach for a dagger and see if I'm freaked
Okay,
out.
so you reach over out of your bunk bed and grab one of your daggers. Yeah,
Yeah. Hopefully it's the old dagger. Though.
whichever dagger you want.
I wouldn't recommend igniting it with the fire ring because you're on a ship.
Gideon, you aren't here. You can't have
I know, but I'm just saying.
I'm not. I've got my gauntlet. Oh, Lumi! I'm
Okay.
gonna try.
You
and
call for Looney and she doesn't come out. Which feels really weird because that's never happened before.
Oh my god, where's my Pokemon? Where's my IRL Pokemon?
Prepare for trouble and make it double to
Okay.
protect the world from devastation.
So unite all people in masturbation.
I guess I'll...
Jesse,
you broke...
give me my genitals an enormous tug.
Right. Serious moment. I guess I'll just reach for the dagger and try and grab it and hopefully
Okay, so
have something
you
to-
reach over, this hammock rocks as you do, you grab your orcish dagger
Yeah.
and then you pull it to yourself. What are you going to do?
I guess I'll...
You notice that
Cry.
the door entering kind of on its own volition slowly
Oh god. I guess
opens
I'm
just a crack and you can see this weird light coming out from behind it.
I guess I will never go towards the light, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I guess I'm gonna try and sneak across. I should put armor on, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put armor on.
Okay, so you sneak out of bed, warily put all your armour and get your weapons back on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Draw my dagger and me Magnum Force sword. I've already got my dagger.
So Magnum Forge in the flaming hand.
Yep. Oh no, because it'll instantly flame. I don't want to do that.
Well, you can keep it sheathed.
I'll keep it sheathed and
So you just have your dagger and your gauntlet
Yeah.
in your hand. Okay. Now what?
walking towards the light and like peek through the crack.
Okay. As you peek into the light, this light rushes past you, and you are transported into a very weird room.
Oh shit.
Okay.
That is Lyra's response. She's like,
You appear
giddy.
in some sort of dark stone temple, and the entire ceiling is water, as though it looks like you're underwater, but you're not really underwater.
Okay.
Like you're not floating around. You can breathe normally and everything.
Okay.
You feel
Gravity's
You
normal.
feel your normal weight.
But
Yeah.
do I look normal? Do
You
I
look completely as you were.
Okay, but everything else looks kind of saturated.
You look like you're in a weird underground, an underwater stone caverny temple thing.
Okay.
So you appear in this like dark stone temple. You look around you. There appears to be no exit and no entrance. The ceiling is really, really high, and like I said, it's the roof of a cave and comes to this weird watery top. But there's no light coming in from the top. You hear these whispers all around you that say, "Lyra,
Oh.
Lyra."
Shut up! Don't you? if there's water werewolves. Oh my god.
Merwolves. They're worse than werewolves, merwolves.
It says, "Lyra, stop. You will fail, and you will die."
Okay. I'll stop. I
And
go
that's-
home.
And so ends D&D,
Okay.
everyone.
And then, from out of the darkness, appears your father.
No, Dad. Oh no. Oh.
He draws his sword
horrible.
Shit.
behind him and lunges towards you with blinding speed.
Okay.
Oh, hang on.
I'm gonna die, aren't I? 9.
He hits you.
I'm gonna die.
Remember, if you die in a dream, you
He
die in
does
reality.
10 damage to you.
Hang on, I need to find my.
Sheet.
That's 29.
Just say
That one. So I got 33.
33
so
and
I
you
got
just took 10.
23.
23. You
Alright.
okay?
Well, as he does that, I'm gonna slide out my Magma Force sword
So your
and
first
light
action is to
it,
draw this sword which ignites in your
Yeah.
hand. Yep. Yep.
and kind of. I guess I'm gonna try and shadow step behind him.
Okay.
Oh my god, I just had
So
a terrible thought.
you vanish as the sword is thrust through your chest
Yeah.
and appear behind him. Yep.
And go.
Slice with both your weapons.
Hang
So,
on.
Roll
Right.
this one. No, just leave it. So your flaming sword actually hits on a
Yes,
on a
19.
25
Whoa.
and does. So that'll be 5. Okay, so you slice this flaming sword into his back.
25 on a 19?
Okay,
Shit.
You get +6 because your weapon skill.
Oh, yeah.
So you slice into his back. It stabs into his armor slightly, but he doesn't make any noise. The dagger pings off the side of his armor.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Shit.
Um,
I'm gonna go berserk again.
he turns around and arcane blasts you away.
No!
He does it, and you go flying across the room into the wall and take like this arcane blast is incredibly powerful, like 20 times more powerful than you.
All the time in my mind's like, idiot. good.
You take-
No.
You take 1 damage from hitting the wall. You're lying, you're kind of like arched down, back hurt against this wall, humped down on the floor, looking up, and he's just slowly walking towards you, his sword by his side.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna try and get up and maybe block. Like,
So you're gonna get up and like ready to
yeah,
parry.
ready to parry.
Run away, maybe?
Okay,
There's
so
no exit.
as you do that, he puts his hand out in front of him, and you see reality ripple in front of him, and then it shatters into these weird shards and flies at you.
Oh, yes, a one!
Luckily, they hit all around you, and it doesn't bother you. He then puts his hand down and carries on walking towards you.
I guess I'm just gonna be like, stop! Why are you doing this? Kind of like begging him.
He says,
to stop. My pride is a woman.
he says, you will fail.
Shut up! I'm not gonna fail. I'll prove to you, Dad.
He thrusts his sword into the ground, and this ripple of black energy goes to your feet, and a black hole appears underneath you. Make a strength check.
13.
You fail.
It's 3. A 16.
You get sucked into the ground
Ah!
and take 1 damage,
A mighty one.
and then are thrown out up against the wall again.
I'm taking all the damage.
No, you don't take any
Oh,
damage.
that was close. Right,
You roll
okay.
the ones. You basically didn't do much with it. Stop blaming your lighter above your character sheets.
I'm not gonna set fire to it.
Alright.
Go on, Lyra, you'll go.
I'm just gonna run at him and try and slice him.
So you kind of go, ah!
Yeah.
You run at him and hit him with your sword.
Yep.
So your magma forge.
Oh!
So your magma
God.
forge misses and hits the ground. Your dagger comes up to stab him,
Yep. 18.
which will stab him in the shoulder
Oh, 1.
for 2 damage. Okay. So
Can I not
he.
get another go because it's dual?
Yes, sorry, yeah, you.
Yay! Let's see if I can get my dagger to 12. I mean, my
No, that won't do anything. So you swing the sword, and he dodges it.
18.
The dagger again hits him.
4. 5 even.
Cool. For a bit of damage.
A bit. Yeah.
Okay, so he lifts his sword into the air, and it goes, ah, and this epic scream comes out of it. You need to pass an agility check to cover your ears.
10.
And your
And
agility
my
is-
2. 12.
No. You're stunned for 1 turn.
Okay.
So he goes again. He vanishes,
Oh great, he's shuddered the
and
thing too.
that's all he does for his turn. So you're unstunned. What do you do?
Oh well.
He's vanished now.
I'm going to ready attack. As soon as he appears, I'm going to slice at him.
Okay. So he appears directly above you. Do an agility check to see if you can parry him.
20!
Okay, so he appears above you,
That's an epic
and
parry.
gets ready to stab down at you with his sword.
And I just
And as you
swing
do so, you wheel out of the way and you slice up towards him. So slice up with your magma forged. That'll miss, and the dagger. So you swing at him and miss, and where you lunges at the floor. Okay?
And I'm just
So
kinda like
Lyra, you'll go again.
Right, he's like in the floor. Right?
He's
Like,
got his
bend
sword
over.
in the
I'm
floor,
going to
so
try.
he's
I'm going to like stab
right.
forward with my magma force sword.
Okay? So stab forward with your magma forge,
Miss.
which misses, and your
Slice with the
dagger
dagger. 4 misses.
will miss as well.
Oh my god.
So he spins around and slices his sword.
I've got another go.
Across your. No, your first one was the repel action.
Oh yeah.
Slices his sword across your torso, misses with his first. Sorry, he only gets 1 swing. So he barely he like grazes your Nighthawk's armor. Okay, you'll go.
I think I want to put a bit of distance between me and him. But I don't
Try and
know.
go ranged.
Yeah. But he can disappear and appear.
Okay, as you're pondering this, he smiles the sinister smile and just vanishes.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm just gonna like ready myself and be like, I did it last time, I'll do it again!
Okay.
You won't beat me, Baradin! Cypher, whatever
He
your name is.
appears across the other side of the room behind you.
Oh. Can I
Do a
swap?
perception check to see if you realise he's appeared.
18.
Yeah, so you catch him in the corner of your eye and turn around and face him. So he's a few meters away from you on the other side of the room.
Right. I'm just gonna, I guess I'm going to... I'm going to just like, let me go!
Release me from your mortal bond.
He says, Lyra, you will fail.
I won't fail!
And he flies towards you. Like his legs don't even move, he literally flies at
I'm
you.
still parry. They're ready to parry, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's it.
So he gets to you and hits you on an 18. You can have to roll higher than 18 to parry him. You get +6.
19.
Oh
look
yeah,
at
so
that.
he stabs his sword at your chest and you manage to parry it to the side. You'll go?
Slice at him. 10.
Nope. So the sword swings over his head.
16 dagger.
Once again, the dagger stabs into his side, doing.
6.
He's taking a bit of damage.
Woo! I've made a dent in his health.
Yeah, so you stab him in the side and you kind of like scratch his armor. He spins his sword around in his hand, so he's like holding it along his forearm, and he spins it into your side. Hits you for 17 damage.
What's 21 take away 17?
21 take away 17 will be 5.
I'm on 5. I've got berserk.
3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Father!
I'm just gonna.
It'll be 4.
I'm
Okay.
gonna. I guess I.
So
he's slicing.
he stabs his sword into your side and pulls it out, and
No!
you fall to your knees and drop both of your daggers.
No!
And you're looking up at him like,
No!
like you can't. You feel the life falling out of you.
No.
And he puts his hand on your head, and you feel this like your body is moving on its own, and you feel your hands raising up.
Oh no!
So you can try and resist it.
Yeah. Resist whatever he's trying to do. 19.
You manage to resist it this time and grab your dagger.
Okay. Stab.
You stab it in.
Stab him in the cock. Stab him in the groin. In the groin.
16.
You manage to get a stabbing at him
This is good. 1.
for 1 damage. Okay. So he backhands you to the ground,
Ouch.
and your dagger flies
Oh fudge.
across the way. He then stabs his sword into the ground, and once again puts his hand over you.
No!
So resist it.
Yeah. 8.
You don't manage to resist
Don't
it.
resist
You grab around the hilt of your father's saber,
What?
pull it up into the air,
What?
point it towards your own heart,
What?
and slowly start
No!
pulling it
No!
into
No!
yourself.
No!
Try and resist it.
No! Resist.
M just once again died.
Oh no! 5! Oh
So you plunge his sword
no! Oh
through your armor, and it starts piercing into your skin.
Oh my god!
You feel it piercing through your skin,
Oh my God.
through the muscle, into your rib cage, searing agony, and right deep into your heart.
Oh.
And you hear this echoing smile all around you.
You hear a smile.
So you see, you this like weird
Like a-
sinister. You look up and he's doing this weird smile, and you hear the sinister laugh all around you. And then you sit up in your bed, grabbing your chest.
And it was all a dream!
I'm like shaking.
Do you know what I thought he was gonna be doing this, but in reality, M's just like sleepwalking and attacking Captain Nero, like ah!
So you wake up panting and holding your heart like hell. Hannah's looking over you and she's like, "What the hell happened?"
What's happening? What's going on?
That was a terrible nightmare, basically.
Oh good. Whew. Lyra's just like.
I knew it was gonna be a nightmare.
Lyra just kind of shakes herself and just like nothing. doesn't
Checks
matter.
herself. Oh.
Check my bed till.
I'm like,
Okay.
I guess she's gonna freak out because she's probably gonna think she's hurt somebody.
Hannah says, "You were screaming in your sleep."
Is this gonna happen every time I go to bed? I haven't slept
I will-
properly for ages.
I
This
will never sleep
is.
again.
I know, never again. I'm just kind of like, just a really bad nightmare.
Okay.
Just
So
not very nice.
so you kind of reassure.
I'm just gonna like
you,
sit up
you
and
kind of
say, try and
reassure.
Gideon.
You kind of reassure Hannah that it was nothing serious.
It's nothing serious, but we need Gideon.
And she goes back to sleep, kind of looks really worried about you.
God, I
um,
thought I was making
what
progress.
do you wanna
with
do?
Hannah. I'm gonna go find him. I need to talk to him.
Come into the minstrel, please.
Oh.
I won't lie being woken up in the middle of the
You
night.
go downstairs to Gideon, who has no idea of this happening.
I'm still in my panties.
You still there?
Yeah, you're walking through a ship full of men in
Tank top
in
and
tank top.
panties.
This is how stressed
As
they
you
are.
walk past the men's bed, some of them are asleep, and those that aren't, you see a very disturbing movement under there.
And you hear a
Ew, gross.
Not quite that bad, but yeah. The man in the corner is just really blatant. Okay, so you get over to Gideon's
masturbation station.
I just kind of like prod him in the face.
Ah! Ah! Murder! Ah!
And obviously she's going to be crying because she'll be very unhappy.
Why do you always wake me up in the middle of the night?
And
God damn it.
You just see this practically half naked elf with tears down her face going, idiot.
Tried to comb the hammock for a cuddle.
Cyber, sword, nightmare, dad. Like, what the fuck?
Aren't you too old to be having nightmares?
I'm only 20. That's very young for an elf.
How old am I actually? I'm 20. I'm 25. It was my age in real life, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm eating all your minstrels. I'm sorry.
So you wake Gideon up. He is kind of like, what the fuck's going on? You explained that you had bad nightmares. What do you want to do?
Nightmare. There was this really weird water place and there was a bit of stabbing.
Sounds like a sunken keep or something similar.
A what?
A sunken keep.
Keep.
A keep.
Okay.
Keep.
Sure.
That's the way
We'll just go with it. Well,
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we should,
You clearly need counselling.
obviously I've got very bad daddy issues. It's like, I don't know what happened.
I
It's
can be your
just-
daddy. Oh no!
And I returned to
Who's your
herself by
daddy?
slapping him. Oh, I feel better.
Okay,
Thanks, Gideon.
guys,
Goes back
so
to
what do you
bed.
actually want to do?
I'm gonna go back, I guess, and just.
And I'll be like, no, we'll talk about this in the morning.
Okay.
Fucking tired.
So Gideon quite easily falls back to
I
sleep.
noticed these 2 books on the side and just kind of take them for a bit of night.
Yes,
Like,
you may,
can
I
we-
know, since you did it, yes, you may take my literature.
She's already got them, she's gone.
Lyra gets back to her room and tries to fall asleep.
No, she doesn't.
It might not be a good idea to
Okay.
read about creatures of the void
And darkness
and darkness incarnate before you go back to bed.
She's not going to sleep tonight, obviously. No one ever sleeps after a nightmare. If
I
you
do.
do.
So,
I don't.
so you get back to your hammock and you read these books, okay?
Mhm.
So you're going to
Until I
gain...
pass out.
Okay, so you gain
Guile.
+1 guile, so your guile's now 8.
Do you know what? We might as well just both put money in to buy books because we can both share it.
And you have +2 creature breath.
Do you know what we should do? We should have a book money fund.
Mine's 10, mine's
Library
7.
fund.
And 7. Okay?
I know you.
So, dawn comes, and you can hear dawn comes, you can hear the waves outside. Lyra, you got a bad night's sleep, so you can have D3 healing surges. You have 2.
That's fine.
How many do I have? I had a good night's sleep.
You've had a relatively good night's sleep, so you have D6.
Good for you.
D6.
I like her.
4.
You have 4. Okay? So, as you wake up, the ship has already set sail. Grumbug is on board as you get outside. He's just kind of leaned up against the mast, sipping from his goat skin. And you are in the middle of the ocean. You can see Green Coast far off in the distance, and you're sailing towards the Ashen Isle.
Awesome.
Wow. That was a pretty good ending actually
was
to an
actually
otherwise
really
rather
good.
boring and eventless. I like how you did that pitch. I like what you did there. I like what you did.
I
Well,
love that.
you've missed 3 of the encounters of this bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
You didn't fight the centaurs, you didn't investigate the tree,
Oh.
and because you let Nihilus escape, nobody bothered you about it.
Fair play.
Awesome.
Play. Right. Well,
We just took the easy way.
yeah, we took the easy route to get to this
For
one,
once.
but now I've got a sneaking suspicion that shit is gonna go down now
So.
because we're on the
start-
water, and I hate stuff that's in the
We're
water.
on chapter 3, yes?
Yes.
However, water stuff is all right because I've got lightning, fuckers.
You can't use lightning if you're in the water.
No, but on water creatures.
Oh, at the water.
Bah!
Let's say if you're in the water. What spells do you have that you can use in the water? Basically nothing.
Ice shard?
It
Water.
won't work in the water.
Why
Water.
not?
You can use water.
Because Ice Shard, you make water
Are we
into a
not-
spike and throw it at them.
Are we
and
not
stop them
doing like a
going
Guild Wars where the spells change
No.
underwater? So I need to learn whole new underwater spells?
No, there's not such thing as underwater spells. Water Blast will work underwater.
Arcane Blast will work underwater.
Arcane Blast will work underwater.
Air would work
You
underwater.
don't have any air.
I'm pretty useless
If you
now,
use
really.
lightning underwater, it'll hit yourself.
And
Blah, blah.
everybody else.
And probably everybody else around you.
Whoa!
That's if you end up underwater, that is.
Can I borrow your boots so I don't fall overboard?
I know, yeah. You're useless, Gideon!
I've got my stalwart robe, so that hopefully should not make me fall in as much.
Yeah, you can't be down off your feet.
Yeah, that's good.
That would have helped me with Arcane
So yeah,
Blast.
anyway, that is the
Ooh.
beginning of chapter 3.
Oh, I'm so excited. I can't
I'm
wait to do the
excited
next
too.
one. Are we doing
I
the
want
next
my dad
one?
to come again.
Yeah.
Not now.
Wait, that's so wrong.
Not tonight.
No, no.
Oh. Okay.
That's fine.
Oh.
Plus, she only had like an hour, so.
Yeah.
Okay, no
An
worries.
hour and 20.
Well, we thank you all for watching, guys.
This
Listening
was so
even.
epic.
Hey?
This was so epic.
It was. We will continue next time with our voyage, our great voyage.
Their adventures at sea.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. Yar!
Bye.
Goodbye, friends.
Bye.
Yar.